there everybody and welcome back. Right, so in between episodes what I've done is not connected these up. I have moved over the latex from there into here, so we're going to have basically tanks of all sorts over in this area. So this will be like my tanked area. We've got the, what's that? Oh, that empty. That's the pink slime, which is making pink slime ingots. So I've got everything coming over here. They're automatically going into here because that is what the we do this quickly. There we go. See, they're just popping straight into there and waiting for the pink slime, so then they can become pink slime ingots. And I'll just straight that for that. Nope, that. There we go. That's fine. So that's the pink slime one, sending off to mass storage. This here is basically, there's two things that are made with ether gas, and that is, if we go to here, that's not how you spell it. We do this down here. There are two things that are made, which is the machine frames and the mechanisms, steel casings. So I've set up a thing here, which basically brings everything to here, puts it in there, spits it out, sends it off that way. This, when I get it going, is just basically going to be a spout for lava, and over here we have a spout for water. And this one here is going to be for acid, because if we go to acid here from Alex's caves, we can make it with sulfur, and I've got like 12,000 sulfur and water into a mixer, and that is used, if we come across, to make this toxic paste, which is used to make the polymer plates as well as other things. Polymer plates are used for basically hazmat stuff, for when we go down. Is it just that? No, it can't be. Yeah, here we go. For when we go into a toxic cave. So we're going to need acid for that. So that's why I'm doing this one here. So let us just get that all set up here while we are over there. Oh, where did you come from? Go away. And there we go. We are now making acid. Bloop, 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 bloop. Excellent. Excellent. Right, so yes, we now have that. And with the acid that's coming out, how would that go on to something? Acid. There. That gets mixed. Okay. Right, and then from there, it... Okay, so it's spouted out. I've got acid in here now. I've got lava. Lava is the only other one I need to sort out, actually. Because lava isn't... There we go. Lava isn't actually being done. So we've got latex. We've got pink slime at some point. That's slow. I have to AFK next to that for the pink slime to come through. We've got the ether gas. We've got water, we've got acid, and we've got lava. The lava one, though, is not actually connected to anything. It is just here. However, I do have a way of doing that, which should actually help. I realised after between episodes, I actually realised that this is available. And I could have done this, and it would have made all my lava gathering so much easier. But never mind, let's just go through this, do this. I want that in there. You can come down, and... Did I click on the acid? Yes, I did. Acid. Oh, excellent. Right. What we need is ender barrels. I think it's an ender barrel, is it? Nope, not an ender barrel. Ender tank, that's what it is. Ender tank. So I want 2 of these. Ooh, ooh, what don't I have? Don't have a bucket. Are you serious? Why are you so serious? Got a bucket there. Oop. So, end the tank 1. Boink, 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 boom. And then end the tank number 2. Bump, bump, bump. And I would like some dye. What colour do I have? Okay, I don't have any red dye, so let's go for a rose by any other name. Honey. Tank. Right. We do pipes. I'm going to just use fluid pipes for this. I'm not going to use the crate stuff. I'm going to cheat a bit, I think, just to get this to work. Right, so we're going to come over here and under here I am going to attach. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put that there, and then this is going to pull out of there. Then I'm going to color code this with red. Come on. Red. There. Go next to this, we'll put that there, and we'll put that onto there like that. Then pull from here, and if we put a red thing on the top there, on there, that should now flow out of here into there and into the other one, I believe. Let me go back. Industrial. All fairiness. The lava here should now be going up. Which it is. Excellent. That means I don't have to run any pipes, any pumps, anything like that. It's just pumping to there. And so this will always fill up from the other tank over there, and that will be filled up by the train going back and forth. We've got acid coming through here, lava, excellent. We've got the ether gas, we've got nothing in that one, we've got some latex, and we've got water spout. Everything is all set up, everything is now all connected, which is good. Now, right, now I've done that, there is another build, a really big build that I'm planning. I'm planning a massive build. Oh, well, this is ish build. It's one that's going to be a little bit out of my wheelhouse, not something that I'm used to doing, but I'm building it so I can utilize an aspect of the create stuff. However, before that, I'm going to need some more supplies, some more building blocks. And there are 2 that I haven't actually set up yet, and that is concrete and terracotta. So I need a factory that will let me make terracotta and concrete, and for that I'm going to build a factory probably somewhere along this route, so that I actually build it around here, so that the lorry on his way back from the warehouse or the workshop then can pick it up on the way back and drop it off here. I think that's what I'm going to do. Now I just need to get some resources put together, so let me take this. Well, I don't know what that is, that's fine. Could do it maybe here. Got power here, so I could pretend to run the power in. Alright, let's just do it, shall we? That down. There. And then need. Got a bit of a platform here to build off, so let's go and have a look. We'll go with this, that in there, and build some rough tough. Okay. Boom. Whoa! You come past there. Okay, so we've now got this down to. Oh, hello. Get rid of that. That, get rid of that. That. Don't need this bit here. So what I need to do is I'm going to need to make. Should we go from this end? As I've got power here. So we'll go from here. Now I need this. Ooh. And then, oh, I need some wood for chests. I haven't got any chests. Okay, so plan is everything comes out of these two, gets crushed into here and comes down here. Then it's going to need to get split. Put you there. And then it's going to need to be split here. And we are going to have boom, boom, that one to there. Might as well put that one there. Do that. Put that there. That there. And then I will put one of them there, and this can be just split. Just split it. That's fine. That means cobblestone come through, get crushed, turned into gravel, and then split here. And this is going to be ground down, and that's going to turn this into sand. So we've got gravel coming down this one, we've got sand coming down this one. Okay, so we have gravel, cobblestone, down to gravel, split, gravel into sand, gravel along there, down there, into there. Sand down here, split into two, into there, and then down here. And it's going to need to be washed. And then that in there. That in there. Oh, these aren't going to go, are they? Because they're facing the wrong way. Do that. Let's just take that before that does anything silly. Yeah, thought so. Plop. Then you're around, put you in there, there, and over this side. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. So while that's doing that, let's throw that in there. Down there. That one. Oh! That Thank you. Is this being split? What have I got? Oh, I've got clay and flint stuff going in there. I don't want that. I only want sand going in there. I suppose clay would be alright. What's going in there? Okay, just gravel's going in that one. Sand going in that one. That's being washed. And that's slow. So actually, yeah, I'll take the gravel, the sand out of the clay from there as well. How are you doing? Okay, is there anything else being stuck in here now, or is that all going through? That looks like it's all going through quite nicely. Okay. So there's that sorted. So I can now throw them out. Excellent. Sweet. So it's getting there. Now what I need to do is I'm going to need to take the sand and the gravel and turn that into concrete powder, and take the clay balls and turn that into clay blocks. That. So I do need something else as well. Gonna need bone. And let's just quickly head. We've got him. I do have a skeleton who is producing bones, arrows, and stuff. Okay, so I'll take that, click on that. Now, excellent. That. Oh, nope. Boop. Boop. Excellent. So we are now having clay blocks being made. Fantastic. Now what I'm going to need is, first of all, bring this down. Let's tidy this area here up a little bit. I'm now going to need to bring out both the sand and the clay. Nope, the sand and the gravel. My one other fan, and put that there. What are you going to do? Are you... Oh, okay, we'll get rid of that first. Are you sucking or blowing? Whoa, you're blowing. Whoa, yep. Definitely blowing. Cool. There. Yeah, push him away. Push him away. Come here. Ooh. Come on. Wee. Bye. Right, get rid of you. Right, so grey concrete's coming through and we're getting clay. Lovely, 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 lovely. This is going to take a bit of time for the light grey, but that's fine. We're going to have buckets of white, that's for sure. So, let's just empty this out and then go through what we've got so far. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so what we've got is we have the extruders, two of them, making the cobblestone. That's getting crushed down into gravel, which is coming through here and being split into two. Normal gravel is just going that way and into that vault. And down here we've got the gravel being ground into sand. And then the sand is being split into two here. We've got some sand going that way into that chest over, or that vault over there, and then we've just got normal sand just by itself going in here with the gravel. There is excess stuff coming out of this one, so sometimes some of the excess stuff is just getting thrown off into there, which is the flint mainly. And then over here we've got this getting washed down into Yes, so the sand is now getting washed and that's turning into clay. Over here, we've got the gravel and the sand. That's coming out onto these things here, onto these depots. They're getting picked up by these arms and getting put into these mixers. This one here is making white concrete powder, and this one is making light grey concrete powder. And I'm getting that because I've got in here, in this hopper, I've got a skeleton which is slowly but surely producing things like bones and stuff. The bones are coming out, getting crushed in this crusher, and that's given me some white dye and a load of bone meal. The bone meal is getting picked up by this hopper and getting sent back into that vault and getting put through again, because when bone meal gets crushed down, that then gives you white dye and a chance of light grey dye. The dyes are coming down, as you see there, going into this vault here, and I'm having one of each pop out at a time here, which is getting put into these mixers, which is making the concrete powder. Concrete powder is then coming down here, getting washed, put into this vault, and I'm getting white concrete and a little bit of light grey concrete. And the clay is coming out of this vault here, going through into this basin, which is then getting squished and put into clay blocks here. So from here, I'm going to need the clay to be fired and turned into terracotta. That's the other thing I want to see, actually. Because terracotta can change just any old colour, can't it? Terracotta. Can I put a terracotta in? Right. Have a look. There's a painting machine. Yes, I can put terracotta in a painting machine as well. So I can make different colour terracottas, as well as different colour things. Oh, look at that. Isn't that interesting? We'll need a lot of these paintings. Oh, dye base. What's that? Okay, wood chips. That's easy to do. I can do that. Simples. So, yes, at the moment it's a bit of a higgledy-piggledy. For some unknown reason, these things wouldn't pick out one, or pick out both of them and put into there and there. They just wouldn't see it, so I've got to have two, one for each. Basin, same over this side. One wouldn't pick up from both and then put into both. So, yeah, I always thought that they could, but for some reason it doesn't seem like they can. Let's get rid of that dye. That can go in there, and that can go down there. And there we go. You see, it's all nicely working, which is lovely. I will put that on there. And that'll empty that one out. So there. This doesn't need to be as big as it is. So we've got terracotta and we've got concrete going in there. Excellent. And as I've front them, dun, 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 dun. You go. Make this one much bigger. Okay, so we now have nothing in here. What? Oh, there is. You. There we go. Excellent. We now have plenty of concrete coming through. Got a lot of light grey, and we've got some terracotta. Excellent, excellent, and excellent. Very happy with that. This along here. What I also think I do need as well is I need some more power. If we go to the workshop and if we come over here, have a look at our power levels, we are very, very close. Right, I think that will be my next thing actually. So if I make a power station over here, connect it up to this, and then if I make a connected to the power station, maybe a little electrical one as well, and then I can have over here the things to die, and then they can be sent off. Yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to make a painting area over there, so that all of this stuff here can then go over, be transported over there, put into painting machines, painted up, and then it can be transferred back off to there, which is going to be good. So first things first, let us not have anything that I need. So I'm going to build this over here, I think. Oops. Yep. Bump, bump, bump. And you're going away. You've got enough water, you've got enough water, you've got enough water. Excellent. Excellent. Bye. Okay, so what we got on the stress... Oh, look at that. Got over 700,000 available now. And that is all connected up. Lovely. So that should mean if I now go back to this one over here, I should have 700 odd available as well. Not the industrial area. Go to the workshop. Go have a look at this one. And you are saying the same. Lovely jubbly jubblies. 700,000 SU available. Wrong place. Lovely. Beautiful. Right, let us, so this doesn't mess up. Go to that, and we want that. No, we want that, and then we want that. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we have loads of power. So we don't have to worry about that now, and this is coming along nicely. So my next step is going to be building a factory over there, for painting all of this stuff. And then once I've done that, I'll then connect it all up. And then we also need to make a electrical power substation over here as well, which I'll connect to that. So then I can use the painting machines. And I'm also going to need to make painting machines. Lovely. But this is coming along nicely. It is definitely coming along nicely. I'm very happy with what we've got. Alrighty then. So, between clips, between the last clip and this clip, there has actually been an update to the mod pack. So the mod pack is now version 3.0.0, and there has been a few changes, and there are two of them which actually affect me quite significantly. The first one is, if we go back to the colony, all the colonists are actually now moving as they should be. So there was something in the config, in the one of the mods, that was actually stopping the colonists from doing what they should have been doing. Oh, I honestly can't remember what it was now, but due to the update, that has actually been changed. But I've also still extended one of the configs for the entity movement area, so they actually do move as well from a different distance. So between that and the alteration on the update, the colonists are actually now moving a lot faster, a lot freer, and hopefully that means they will get their jobs done a lot better. The other one that affects me is I really do love the backpack, or whatever it is, backpack mod. Yeah, I really love that. Unfortunately, that is no longer in the pack. I'm sure it was obviously taken out for a very specific reason, and I completely understand that. It's just that I love that mod. We do actually have another backpack. They did replace it with a different backpack mod, which is just. If I actually could spell backpack, which is this one here. And that's what this is here. So obviously it's a lot less space. There is customization. If you do certain things, you can then obviously customize your backpack to look differently and stuff like that. Have it with things like, or show elytras and things like that as well. There is this one, which is a satchel. I don't know how much space is actually in the satchel. Stores items can be configured with filters. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how big that satchel is, shall we? There we go. Then there, then that. Let's have a look. How big is this? Okay, so this is the same size. Information stores and collects items can be secured. If a filter is installed, need to config. Filter settings only apply to auto store. Okay, so shift what? Oh, you install it while. Oh, okay. So yes, so this is satchel, which is the same size as this backpack here. Can I put a satchel in there? Oh, you can. And I'm not sure if. Let's have a quick look. We'll go to my backpack again. Put that in there. Okay, so you can't put shulker boxes into this backpack. But yes, so that was the new backpacks that are in the game. However, I think I'm going to actually try using one of these. I need 4 of these. Aha. So now I want 4 of these, and they can go to rafter. Bump. That. Then I'm going to just need diamond gear and gold gear. 1 diamond, 1, 2, 3 of them ones. Go. Four of them. Excellent. Right. Now what I need to do is come over here. And I'm going to need to unlock that. Move. Oh no. Nope, not do that. I'm going to need to stop the output for the input. Disable the input. Right. Just for now, just so I can. They can go back in there. I need 3 along the bottom, 1 there, that, and that. And now I need enough slime, which means I'm going to have to AFK here for a bit while the pink slime comes through. So we'll see you soon. Hang on. Oh, I messed up. Okay, so I've messed up. I needed to have black hole tanks and black hole units, and I've made 2 tanks. I've made 4 tanks. Nah, that's why that's not working. Nah, I should have checked that. Okay, so we'll put that away. Come into here. And I need units, which is this. I need 2 of these. Bump, bump, and that to the crafter. And I messed up. Boom, boom. One. There's 2. Excellent. Right. Now this should get made. So if I put that in there, and then that there, and that there. There we go. Bump, bump, and them out, bump. Right. There it is. There is the new backpack. So we'll put that there, that there, that there, that there, and then lock that. Then this, we'll put this as a pull. So that will then continue again. Go away, leave me alone. Am I right? Bum, ba-dum, bum. That's locked. And there we go. Yep, it's back to normal. Right, let's go have a little nap and then have a look at this backpack. Okay. Oh, alright. Fluid. Essence. Okay. Power. Wow. Magnet disabled. Okay, so that must be pickup. Items and XP. Also auto pickup. Sneak and open backpack to swap mode. Auto item pickup. So XP pickup, disabled pickup. What's this one? Charging, enabled, disabled. Right. So how? Oh no, I don't want to. I don't want to lock that. How does that? Oh. Okay. So what about if I put that there? Okay. I don't want to do that. Oh. Okay, all right, it's both of them. Okay, I see. I see. So if you shift and right and left click together, it removes them. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Got to test these things out. So what do I want in my backpack at all times? You can go in there. I think that may be all I need at the moment. Obviously, it does mean that my... Can I... No. What's going on there? Why did you do that? Okay, so what about if I shift? Nope. This backpack isn't going to hold stuff to help with... Oh, actually, can I put one of them in there? I can. The shulker boxes can go in. Might as well do that. Put that in. Oop. Excellent. I think that will be enough, and if I charge it with power, I think you can actually put more stuff in there as well of these sorts. So yeah, but it can hold over 2,000 items of them, but they're all the basics that I need to carry around with me, which is good. Oh yes. Now then. So yes, we've changed. So that's all changed. I think I understand the reasoning behind it, because the other backpacks can be very, very overpowered, and they can cause problems if you are basically turning it yourself into a great big, I don't know, stack pony or stack mule or whatever. But there are other ways of doing stuff. You can actually make your own little backpack by using the create mod, using bolts, stick it together, turn it into a contraption, and then just carry that around with you. You can do the same with chests. You can just stick a load of chests together, turn that into a contraption, and take that around with you. There are lots and lots of ways within Create to be able to do stuff like that. So it's not a real big issue, and I don't actually mind it, to be fair. I mean, I do love the other backpacks. I do actually love them, but there are ways around it. You can do all sorts of things. But anyway, so where are we at? What are we doing? And where we are at is we are here now. And the next stage of this is I could put a wall, building around this. But I think what I'm going to have to do next is, as this is building up quite nicely, I think I will build the paint factory over there. So that will be my next thing, and that will be in the next episode. So I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Fare ye well, ladies and gentlemen. Fare ye well.